Welcome to the vehicle preparation segment of the Redcat Racing Pitstop how-to video series. I'm Matt LeMay, and in this segment, we'll discuss important steps that must be completed before running your new Redcat Racing Nitro vehicle. We'll pre-use prep check the vehicle, adding thread lock to ensure mount points are secured, oiling the air filter, installing new AA batteries, and performing a radio range check. So grab your Redcat Racing Nitro vehicle and let's get started. It's good practice to check screws and parts for tightness on any new RC vehicle. Any screw nested into metal should be removed and have blue medium thread lock applied to the threads. Now, the most important screws to be thread locked are those screwed into the engine mounts. Vibration from nitro engines quickly loosens these screws, which results in stripped gears. Now, there's no need to apply thread lock to screws nested into plastic. If the screws won't tighten from excess wear, use a little epoxy or shoe glue on the threads to ensure a tighter fit. Medium CA can also be used, though it may make plastic brittle. Make sure to check all rotating and pivoting parts for smooth operation. If there is any binding, inspect and adjust as needed. This should be remedied before vehicle use. You'll find a small plastic tube packaged with the instruction manual. Now take this plastic tube and thread the receiver antenna through it. This will help protect the antenna from damage. Your Redcat Racing Nitro vehicle uses 4 AA batteries to power the receiver and servos. Find the box which houses these batteries and insert 4 new AA batteries into the holder. Be sure to line up proper positive and negative sides. Here's a tip. Always put the flat or negative side of the battery onto the spring. Tuck the battery holder back into the battery box and secure the cover. Now place 8 new AA batteries into the bottom of the transmitter following the same positive-negative guidelines. Slide the cover back into place and we'll perform a radio range check in just a moment. The air filter attached to the engine will need to have air filter oil applied to help keep out fine dust particles. Any form of dirt, dust, or debris can create serious problems if entered into the engine. Now this next step is very important. Apply air filter oil to the air filter before starting the engine. Begin by removing the foam filter element. Then using a plastic bag like this one, add several drops of oil and work it into the air filter like so. Make sure the filter is completely covered, adding more oil if necessary. When completed, remove any excess oil with a paper towel. You want to saturate the filter with enough oil to catch any dirt, but not so much as to restrict airflow. Do not use regular multi-purpose oil for this step. You must use filter pre-treat oil. This is a sticky oil designed to catch dust particles. A radio range test must be done before starting your new RC vehicle. Now you've already installed new batteries in both the transmitter and the vehicle, so let's get started. Always turn the transmitter on first and then the receiver. Ensuring the transmitter is on anytime the vehicle is turned on will help prevent runaways. Move the controls on the radio while the corresponding controls are moving on your Redcat Racing vehicle. Stand behind the vehicle and turn the steering wheel to the left. The wheel should turn to the left. Now turn to the right and the wheel should turn to the right. Pull the throttle trigger and pay attention to the throttle servo. The throttle valve on the carburetor should open. Now push the throttle trigger forward and the throttle should close. The brake should also be applied, preventing the vehicle from rolling away. Your Redcat Racing transmitter is equipped with servo reversing switches just in case the controls are reversed. For example, if the wheels turn right when you turned left, switch the steering servo reversing switch to correct the problem. There is also one for the throttle. If all checks out without any glitches, have someone stand with the vehicle as you walk away. Have a predetermined plan on what order you will move the controls. I like to steer left, count to 10, steer right, count to 10, pull the throttle, count to 10, and then push the brakes and count to 10. Make sure you're further from the vehicle than you plan to be while you're using it. To find additional information on the products used in this video, go to redcatracing.com. Well, this concludes the vehicle preparation segment of the Redcat Racing Pit Stop How-To video series. You are now ready to move on to the Breaking in Your Nitro Engine segment of the Pit Stop How-To video series brought to you by Redcat Racing. I'm Matt LeMay, reminding you to have fun and don't forget your Redcat.